right, guys, we're here with Shaggy and Paul, and something just happened while we were doing our little practice session. I've taught Paul how to use the rope to move Shaggy forward if Shaggy's not moving forward. And what was just happening was Paul was asking him with the rope to move forward and kind of hanging on it, asking him to move forward. And I said, Paul, remember I showed you how to use the rope to move him forward. And Paul said, well, I was trying to be nice. So Paul's viewpoint was that it's nicer to hang on him than it is to use the rope to get him to go forward. But really what's nicer is to find the quickest way to be able to leave him alone. So hanging on him is not necessarily the nice thing to do. If you've asked him to go forward with the rope and he's not complying because he doesn't understand, or they're being like full of vinegar, get the rope out. The quickest way to help them be left alone is what we want, what we're after. So Paul, I want you to demonstrate how to use the rope to ask him to move forward. Now this is only Shaggy's second day of us being up above him. So he's still pretty green. There, now leave him alone because he moved forward. Now when you stop your body language, the goal is that Shaggy does also. However, right now he just doesn't read that yet. It'll come. It'll come with more and more practice. So remember, guys, the best thing is to find the fastest way to leave them alone. That's their biggest reward. If you guys are finding this information helpful, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. All right. So now Paul's very green, so he doesn't really know yet how to do this stuff. And then Shaggy is also green, so Shaggy doesn't know. So he stopped moving. He's somewhat by me on his left side, so I'm leaving him alone. He's got to go. I'm not going to stop him from going. I could ask him to go more with my rope. Eventually, just from picking up my rope, he'll be like, oh, that means something. He stopped again. That's good. So even though he's kind of far away from me right now, again, this is his second day of us being up above him. So he's like, oh, I don't know about this. If he stops and he's kind of far away, that we're just looking for progress. Now, if I stop my body language, he should stop moving. Now he's kind of investigating me. But he's standing still. This is good. Okay, it's all baby steps to get to where they're comfortable to come pick you up off a mounting block or a rock or a fence. But we're going to have to do baby steps to get there. I'm going to ask him to come forward. There, he came right away, so I'm going to leave him alone. I'm going to ask him to come forward. He came forward. I'm going to leave him alone. I'm going to ask him to come forward. He did. I'm going to leave him alone. Come forward. He did. I'm going to leave him alone. Now he turned his butt out further away from me. That just shows that he's a little uncomfortable. Okay, now he came forward. I'm going to leave him alone. They learn from the release of pressure. He's backing up. I don't want that, so I'm going to ask him to come forward. I'm going to ask him again to come forward. Okay, I'm going to get my rope out, and I might just swing it towards him, or I might twirl it, and then if he still doesn't move, I would tap him on the butt with it. Okay, now I want him to stop there. He's got to turn and face me. That's just because he's not comfortable with me being up here yet. We'll keep working on it, and he'll keep getting better. Okay, so Shaggy is really just not comfortable standing still. So I am going to have him go forward and then just roll him back and forth. Okay, when he comes over here, I'm going to have him roll his hinds. And I'm going to let him just stand there if he will. But if he can't stand there, I'm going to drive him forward. I'm going to roll his hinds again. If he can stand still, I'll leave him alone. I'm directing him with my right hand and driving him with my left. There, he's standing pretty still. That's pretty good. Okay, so we've been doing this with Shaggy for a little bit, and He's still not comfortable just standing on his own in front of me. Okay, if I'm going to ask him to move, and if he doesn't do it, I'm going to get this rope involved. Get him to go forward. Now he's stopping right about here pretty often. Now I'm not going to just do this for hours. Again, my mentor Ty, he says you can't overdo it, but you can overdose it. So we're not going to sit here and do this for hours and hours. We're going to practice this, and then we're going to move on to something else. We don't have to get everything perfect right away. If you guys are finding this information helpful, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Remember, he's still a wild donkey. We just brought him home at the end of September. We're not at the end of December yet, so not even 3 months. This is a wild donkey we're working with. But even if your animal is domestic, you just need to work with them until they understand and they're a willing participant. I think he's a little far away yet. What do you think?
I can put a little bit of pressure.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now we're going to start paying him and asking him to stand next to the mounting block. Paul's putting some pressure. Paul, you don't want to do it both hands in one spot. Okay, spread out your hands some when you're doing that. And he's just going to keep getting paid for this. He's standing still. Okay, so arching his back just means he's nervous, and we're going to just keep helping him work through that, helping him be comfortable. Okay, go ahead again.
Not that time.
All right. Let's see if I can get him to move closer for you. Come along. Good boy. Good boy. You're still kind of far. Come on. There, that's nice.
One more.
That's nice. We're making good progress. One more.
There.
There. All right, go ahead and lean on him with your belly. It kind of looked like maybe you plopped on him a little bit.
I tripped a little bit.
Fair enough. So that happens. I did notice him arch more than he was yesterday when you did that. So when something like that happens, pay attention to why it might have happened. Okay, go ahead and do it again.
My foot got caught here.
Okay, you want to try lifting up your feet?
Sure.
Okay, he seems pretty good. A little wobbly, but he seemed pretty good. Do you want to play with throwing your leg over his back? Don't actually sit on him yet. Just play with it.
I'm not gonna sit down. I'm pretty good at that.
He is, yeah. We practiced this also some yesterday. Again, I'm paying him to stand still. Okay, my goal is not to bribe him. It's to help him be comfortable with something new. Right now, he's getting payment for all this stuff, and later on, this payment will fall off, and he'll get paid for something else.
You think I should try to sit on him a little bit?
Sure, sure.
Let's see. How am I supposed to do this with Shaggy? Voila. Oh, it's backing up. It's a little bit wobbly.
So he got a little nervous and backed up a tad, but he didn't go, and that's a big deal.
Yes.
Okay, do it again.
Just tell him I'm here.
Voila. Some more. On and off. Lots of repetition of on and off. We really want. All right, this round we're going to try to take a step. We're going to start with one. Okay. You see how he's kind of crouching. He's a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Come along. Good boy. He stood up straight. That was one little baby step. That's great. For a step or more than a step this time.
You ready, Shaggy? Let's see. Oh, he's
Good.
a little nervous.
It's okay.
It's a little bit wobbly though.
It's okay. He's going to be wobbly at first. That's very normal with your first time on their back. Come along. Good boy. Good
Let's see if we can do a
boy.
circle.
All right.
We will see.
Come along. This is the first time that Shaggy has had somebody upright on his back. First day.
And it won't be the last.
4th day in a row working with the saddle. 2nd day of working with us above him. And second day of being on the saddle, putting any weight on it. Come along. You're getting kind of farther away.
I can get off right here.
Good boy. That was a very good job on Shaggy's part for the first time having somebody sitting upright in the saddle. Finding this information helpful, please make sure you like and subscribe. All right, guys, now we're going to do the same thing from Shaggy's right side. Paul's going to go first, just putting some pressure on him.
Didn't care because you have the oats.
Right? He's focused on his payment. Okay, go ahead and do your belly next.
All right. And he scooted when I was trying to get down.
Could have been from the noise that was made with your boots.
What?
Back, back, back. I'm going to slow down right before I get to where I want because I don't want him to think we're going real fast right now. See right where you need him?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and play around with swinging your leg over when you're ready. Nice job.
All right, didn't move that time.
Yep, it was the noise before last time from your boot.
Nobody's ever been on this side of him. All right. Think I should hop on?
Sure.
See what he does.
Good boy. Nice job just getting right off, Paul. Really helping him know from his right side that we're not going to be up there forever. Just because you did it on their left, they don't know from the right side.
Slowly but surely counting.
Oh, good. What Paul is referring to there that he's counting is to give him a short break in between each time. The release, that break, is when they're learning. Well, look at that. You're up. All right, you want me to take a step?
I'm going to let him do this for a second.
All right.
And then next time.
All right. You're doing a very good job, Shaggy. You're a good boy.
Yes, you are a good boy, Shaggy. All right. Ready, Shaggy? This time we're going to take steps. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to give him oats because you got up there. We're going to ask for a step. Come along. Good boy.
Looks like we might do a circle.
I think we probably could. He seems pretty calm, pretty chill. Good boy. He's still just getting used to that weight and how to counterbalance for that weight. Okay, so I'm going to give him lots of rewards right now as he is just getting comfortable.
This is awesome. Do you think I should try to get off with the ground?
I think that he's more likely to scoot than Velma. Velma's much more chill. Okay, but you're going to be getting off from the ground now. Go ahead, I'll give him a face full of oats. There, good job.